Welcome to Art of the Cart, where we bring you the best recipes and culinary tips straight from the D&W Fresh Market. I'm your host, Chef Britt, and I'm thrilled to be your guide on this delicious journey. I am with Jerry today, and Jerry, I'm so excited that you're here to join us today so we can learn this whole story of pizza. How are you?
I'm doing great, thank you.
Tell us a little bit about the process and where you come into the
It's
process.
in a city in Italy called Modena, which is a very famous city because it's a very big food area in Italy. It's central northern Italy. It's also known for producing balsamic vinegar. All balsamic vinegar must come from the Modena region of Italy. And one of the things that makes it special, or makes the product special, is that the pizzas are baked on a wood fire oven.
Oh,
And
wow.
it's actual wood that light the flames to cook the pizzas. It gives it a very unique taste. It gives the edges are a little browned, so it looks very much like you would do it in a pizzeria that you might go to on Saturday night.
I can't even imagine, like right now, the smell of that walking in
Oh, it's
there has to
gorgeous.
just be amazing.
It
You just
really
like
is.
start salivating the second that you smell that, I'm sure.
One of the things that make the product unique is that the dough is created and made into dough balls and put into a holding area for at least 24 hours. And the fermentation, the smell of that dough rising, is a very different smell than as it goes through and then gets baked and you get that wood fired smell. The other thing that makes this pizza very unique and premium in quality is that the crusts are hand stretched as the dough balls come down and they stretch them out just like you would do once again in a local pizzeria. So we like to say that each pizza is kind of like a snowflake. It's within a certain range, but it's always a little bit unique and special. And then also this pizza is hand topped. You know, we're putting the pepperoni or the vegetables or the goat cheese and the spinach. It's all hand done.
That's awesome. That is so cool. I one day will make it there. With it being a frozen pizza, does that alter the way that they source ingredients or ingredients used of how they are then, frozen and then recooked?
There's certain ingredients that might be very high in moisture, like certain types of cheeses retain a lot of moisture. You want to have the right combination of products that kind of have the same type of melting experience when you cook it so something doesn't melt too fast. There is an art to making sure that the assortment of ingredients kind of match so you get a good final product.
So where does the inspiration come from? Because I know like the flavors that we carry, and I mean, there's
Mhm.
different flavors everywhere. I mean, what
Right.
inspiration is given? I'm sure Italy has a lot to do with it and the amazing
Yeah.
ingredients they have there.
There's plenty of pizzas out there that are cheese pizzas or plain pepperoni or a sausage. Ours are the more premium ingredients and really cater more towards, I would say, an adult palate. Most of the ingredients are actually grown in Italy. We use 100% Italian tomatoes, 100% Italian cheeses. And then it's trying to marry that with just an understanding of what the U.S. consumer is looking for from a variety standpoint.
There's tons of different frozen pizzas, and what sets their quality apart from others?
I can say with confidence that when the consumer goes into the store that sells Finest Reserve pizza, the Finest Reserve is probably the most premium product in the category that they can buy in that particular store. We're not for everybody, but for people who are looking for something special.
They're delicious. They are
Well, they
so
really are
good.
great. They really are good.
When you're going to a pizzeria, you're eating it right there. It's fresh. And in this category, it's coming frozen from Italy. And so you get this pizza home. What is the best way for our consumer to heat this pizza up to eat it? That's the best, like they're getting it from the pizzeria itself.
You want to put it on the center rack and you want to
Mhm.
put it right on the rack. Don't put it on a stone or a pan. Put it right on the center rack. Everybody's oven's a little bit different. I would say the instructions on the box from a time standpoint are a guide. I would go with the temperature that's on the box, but then just keep an eye on it. You know, make sure that everything's melted and bubbly and nice in the middle and the edges are browning a bit. Some people like their pizza a little crispier than others and cook it
I'm that
longer.
person. I'm that person. I like mine
Yeah,
a
so
little
cook
more
it a little bit
overdone. Yeah.
longer. just keep an eye on it. And yeah, that's what I would say.
With you being in the pizza world, if I were to go to your house right now, what flavor pizza is at home for you? What's your favorite?
I admit it. I do like meat on the pizza. So my wife is more of a non-meat. So we usually, when we order out, we get like a half and half. But, for the pizzas that we have at home, we have a combination of both.
We have 3 kids at home, so pizza night is definitely a go-to for us very frequently. So, and creating your own pizza, ordering pizza, frozen pizza, it's all in our category because that's definitely a fan favorite for us.
Yeah, I mean, there's not too many people that don't like pizza. So
no,
it's a very
I haven't met one, and I don't know if we could be friends if you didn't like pizza, actually. So, you've been to Italy. I'm assuming multiple times. So what is the actual etiquette of eating pizza? I'm assuming not using a fork and knife has to be one of them.
I was actually talking to some of my colleagues in Italy about some of the questions that might come up. And that was one of the first things that they said is that in Italy, nobody uses a fork and knife to eat pizza. I mean, I'm from Chicago. I'm a fan of deep dish Chicago-style pizza. You have to use a fork and knife for that.
You do, yes.
The people in Italy look at that and go, that's not a pizza.
And when you're there, are the toppings as unique as we see here in frozen pizza, or are they pretty standard in how they serve pizza in Italy?
I'd say they're pretty standard. I mean, you can put anything on a pizza that you want. And
you can.
When people think of pizza from Italy, the first one that comes to mind is margherita. And that's part of the finest reserve range, and it is basically a cheese pizza, but it's got basil leaves, and sometimes it has a little bit of tomato chunks on it. You can make it unique if you want, but the classic margherita is usually the most popular item.
Definitely, it's one of my favorites for sure. I think sometimes you can overdo it very easily.
Right. The one that's a sleeper in my mind that when people, because sometimes it could be polarizing, but when you try it, I think it's the most delicious is the spinach and goat cheese.
Okay. I haven't tried that.
When people try it, they go, wow, that is really a great pizza.
In regional flavors, where do you see that kind of like changing?
I'd say the biggest regional difference that you might see is in the types of crusts. One of the trends that is out there is the health better for you. So cauliflower crust over the last few years.
That's definitely been huge lately.
Right.
Yeah.
I'd say in the Michigan market, the Detroit style crust is kind of put Michigan on the map a bit more nationally, because I'd say that is actually a crust type that is gaining popularity, because a lot of people in different parts of the country, well, what is a Detroit style pizza? And so when they see it, they try it, and let's face it, it's very good.
It is very good. It is. Well, Jerry, I appreciate it so much. This has been fun, and I've learned more than I thought I definitely would about pizza. This is awesome, and I appreciate it, and thank you so much.
My pleasure. I enjoyed it too.
Thanks for tuning in to Art of the Cart. Please subscribe, comment, and leave a review. Don't forget to visit D&W's website for products and resources mentioned in this episode. Until next time, happy cooking.